Hello? Hello? The chat.
Harrow?
I don't know. Oh, wait, here we go. Sources. Can that. Oh, shit. Maybe turn a light on? I don't know.
You gotta turn lights on? Is it dark?
Um.
Maybe if you take the blindfold off, there will be
Well,
light.
you know what? There we go. I don't think anybody's even here, but just in case they are, they can look at my ugly face.
Yeah, well, don't forget these streams.
Sure, whatever.
I see 2 CJs on that screen.
See, that's where teeth should be, right there. I don't know. Let's see, is there audio? How do I... Travis, how do I make sure there's audio? Restream chat, is that... Did I lose everyone? Okay, you're still there.
Am I back?
Yes,
You're
here.
back.
Okay, I'm assuming...
Yeah, I lost you guys for a little.
I feel like all of our internets are really crappy.
I mean...
Is the weather bad over there, Rainy?
It's not as bad, but I was out of internet for some reason for like
A good 20 minutes.
As long as somebody can check the stream and make sure they can hear it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get to the Restream website, and I'm trying to get to YouTube. But it's like loading like crap.
Whatever. I'm assuming we can be heard.
Assuming. Oh, okay, wait, I got YouTube to load, so hang on. Let me check. Let me check.
I don't think there's anybody. There's no one there. It's fine. We'll just play a game. Is there a game we can play?
Okay, I got it to load, and I heard me talking, so I'm assuming they can hear.
Okay, good.
I'm just making sure that they can hear you, too. But I'm assuming
Can
you can tell
can
if
you
your
hear
audio
me?
is coming through.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. We're just gonna play this game. I'm gonna put it in chat and we're gonna talk. Cause that's what I feel like doing.
Alright, let's do it.
Do you see that link?
Hang on. I'm checking.
It's a web browser game.
Ooh.
It's also the greatest game of all time.
Wait, where did you put it?
Sorry, Google Chrome can't run this app. Well, I guess
It is in the mod chat in the Discord.
My chat.
So, as you were saying, like, what the heck? I get it today, Kojima. That's why I put your name next to it. Like, wanted you to specifically to explain it to me. Because now it looks like, at first it looked like it was going to be this weird thing. And now it looks kind of like, it's still weird, but it's like more, it feels more Metal Gear Solid-y. Like, solid.
Yeah, I noticed that with this last trailer as well, is that it really feels more Hideo Kojima.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the last few trailers, they had the Hideo Kojima charm, but I think we're getting so down to the wire and we're finally starting to see the game for what it is. It's really starting to show his charm. But this is where I really got to tread lightly here. Because... Well, because here's the thing. Again, Metal Gear Solid is my favorite franchise ever. Hideo Kojima is one of my favorite creators ever.
He's listening right now, so he's going to be furious.
I'm sure he is. And if he is, I love you, dude. But no, because I'm caught in a crossroads here, because Metal Gear Solid 5, I understand all the hardships he had to go through with Konami. So, Metal Gear Solid 5 did not hold up on the most important part in that story. And it was a fun game to play, but the story just was rushed. And for such a pivotal moment in Metal Gear history, that was definitely the wrong one to rush it. I don't think that's Kojima's fault. I think that's Konami's fault. That being said, and I think you can kind of agree with me on this, CJ, is I'm kind of trying to avoid hype. You know what I mean? Like, A
Yeah.
trailer could just show the
Yeah.
best parts of any creation nowadays. And I'm really hoping the game is going to be as good as it looks, because this last trailer was an absolute masterpiece.
I didn't
You
actually
know?
see the trailer. I saw a commercial.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I was watching Hulu. I was watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and there was a commercial, and it was just weird because it was like he was like, "There's nothing I can do about whatever they call the ghost," but he was like, "There's nothing I can do about it." She's like, "Yes, but you can still give us hope, and if you try, then you can save the United Cities of America." I'm like, what? Like, where the hell is this coming from? I thought he was a package delivery guy. Like,
Yeah, and he is. That's the weird part. And like, that's the weird thing though, because they kind of touch more on that with this last trailer, and like, I honestly feel like we're getting closer to answers of what the hell is going on anyway. Like, it sounds to me like the realm of the living and the realm of the dead are actually intertwined and can be crossed over and
Yeah.
communicated with.
yeah, they called
like-
it like the event or something. They said there was an event, but then there's like those they showed like figures that were looking over you.
Yeah. And what's weird is I think the last teaser or this last trailer actually showed who one of those figures were, and that even made it weirder. Like, it actually is playing more on. It seems like America has a lot to do with the story, and I did not expect that to, be the thing. But that being said, am I excited to play the game? Absolutely. It's looked weird. It looks weird in a good way. It's kind of tickling that itch that Silent Hills is forever going to be left in us. And, I'm really excited to see what a non-Konami Hideo Kojima...
What happened with that? Like, why did Konami just get like a hair up their butthole?
So, I actually just recently, Eric actually showed it to me. It was a video of a theory as to, oh wow, and I hope I don't lose connection, guys, because now it's actually pouring down rain outside. So this in a nutshell, because in a video, I wish I could remember the original uploader's name. I'll try to do that when the internet gets better, but because it's a good watch. Because it goes into the theory on PT was basically a way that Kojima can speak the truth of what happened between him and Konami by getting around. That's basically what PT serves, because there's a lot of hidden messaging. There are hidden messages in that game, but I think what ended up happening was Konami got money hungry, and this up-and-coming producer that is now Konami's president, back in the day did not like Kojima because Kojima looked at his mobile games and simply said something along the lines of, I cannot foresee this being like the future of gaming. Microtransactions and gambling. People want good story-rich material.
Yes.
So what ends up happening is years go by, Metal Gear Solid 5 is not getting finished on time. It's a big, ambitious title, and it's not making Konami any money. Where this other guy, he's made 2 mobile games, and I think one of them was literally raking in about $1 million US every single day. So, basically put, when Kojima's contract was up, they just didn't sign him back. They saw him more as a liability than an actual member of a team. In fact,
Yeah,
I believe
okay.
Kojima, I think, was even vice president of Konami at one point, but for years he was getting demoted, and he knew he was going to be let go once his contract was up. And I know things got really bad on him and his team at some point, and it was when that guy who made those mobile games became president. It was just like, hey, remember me, bitch? So, but yeah, there's obviously way more to it than that, but it has to do with Konami just doesn't want to focus on video games anymore. They want to focus on mobile games and gambling machines. Kind of like a specific organization, EAA.
Or like all
That's-
of them. They're all going down
Yeah.
that. Like they're like screw actual because it's. Well, the problem is that people buy it. Like that's the real problem. Like
Yeah.
if they get, of course they're gonna go towards that unless buyers show more discretion, unless people, these fucking kids, you little shits, you 5-year-olds. Like
You
isn't that-
Fortnite playing jerks.
At least Fortnite
Yeah.
tries to stay fresh. Like, at least they release new content constantly. Like, some of these are just, like, they release a GIF or, like, a JPEG, and they just change the art slightly, and, you know, maybe throw some puppet pins on a picture, and that's their content. But it's the same,
Yeah.
you know, thumb press, thumb press, thumb press, thumb press. And that's nuts to me.
Yeah. Well, actually, that just reminded me. Did you hear about EA?
I read something that they're going back to Steam. Is that...
Yeah, they're gonna start putting their games back on Steam because it dawned on them they're not really a store. They're more of a game developer.
Yeah, that's
So why
interesting,
not-
especially with Epic doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because Epic's trying to pick up so much of the market share with, you know, like I just started playing, what do you call it, Outer Worlds, and they made
Yeah.
a deal, and they, you know, Epic's not only trying to pick up the market share, but they're doing it with aggressively picking up exclusives, which,
Yes, and that produces its own fair share of problems.
yeah, and it's frustrating. I mean, but apparently, I guess Steam pisses off developers because or Epic's just throwing away a lot of money trying to pick these people up. I don't know which
Yeah.
one it is.
Well, Steam, the problem is Steam doesn't give as good of a cut to the developers for each sell of their games as Epic Games does. However, Epic Games has been like making offers that these little developers can't refuse, and you know, games that got started on Kickstarter that were originally going to be for Steam, people pre-ordered it because it was going to be on Steam.
Yeah, that was.
And then they get news it's Epic Games, and it's like, well, what the shit, you know? Like, just install another launcher is what some people say, but I don't think it's as innocent as that.
No,
you know, there's
no.
more to it than that.
No, it's
But
all-
however,
you're absolutely right.
Steam should be paying people more, like, because I can't remember the cut right off on the top of my head, but the cuts that they give people are not that great. And I don't know if they were telling the truth, but I think the head of Epic Games was like, "Hey, Steam, if you match our numbers, we'll stop stealing these people from you," you know? So
Yeah, we'll
I don't
see.
know,
I mean,
man.
that's all such third-hand, fourth-hand knowledge that's run through their, you know, huge teams of press, you know, PR. Like,
Well, to be fair, that one that I just said, he actually tweeted that out himself on the Twitterverse. That one hip place that, I don't know, everybody
maybe,
uses.
Yeah. Maybe, or maybe it was the kid that handles this Twitter for him. I wonder how many CEOs actually. Like, I wonder how many CEOs actually handle their own Twitter. Like, how many?
Right?
Besides Elon Musk. 'Cause
Yeah, besides
Elon
Elon
Musk
Musk.
is just freaking insane.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I don't know, man. Like, it's like, who runs Nike's Twitter or who runs, like, Whataburger's Twitter?
Interns,
You
I
know.
assume.
Yeah, but man, when you think about it, that's putting a lot of trust for your brand. You know, like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I'm just picturing like
Yeah.
bratty little teenagers are actually running these places, and I'm just thinking, man, that's a lot of trust. You know, so it has to be like,
Yeah, because
Now,
once
is
it's
there-
out there, it's out there forever. I mean,
oh yeah, even if you delete the post, someone's already screen capped it.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah, that is. You're right. It's a lot of trust to put in a kid, but yeah.
That's
I-
why it's probably some really hip adult who thinks they know kids.
it's probably run by the kid or it's run by the adult, but it's just like they mine all the data, then it goes to his desk, and
Yeah.
he's the one that has the login and actually posts it. Rainey, are you alive?
I'm still here.
Do you have
I'm
any?
doing homework.
What homework are you doing?
Homework.
Financial accounting. I have homework for that every Wednesday.
Oh God, dang it!
Give me
But
a
I've been
A
I've
I've
problem.
been listening.
Just tell me what a problem is in financial accounting. Is there non-financial accounting, first of all?
Non-financial accounting?
I know why. Like, doesn't it seem kind of redundant to be like it's like mathematical math, scientific science, financial accounting? Like,
Okay, you got a point.
I don't understand why they have to say financial accounting. I guess there's business accounting, but it's all finances, isn't it?
Pretty much.
So, what is the example problem that you're working on?
I have to record interest for someone borrowing a loan.
Yeah, the new
All that
slavery.
good finance stuff.
Yeah. Slavery, percentage to slavery, yeah. Put them chains on the man. Oh, you want to live somewhere? Well, let me just take this percentage. 0.07
Yeah.
compound annually, and I own you.
Yeah. You want to start a business? Well, we're in the business for helping you start a business.
We're in the business of giving you the business. And
Who
business is good.
Hey, Tyler's in here.
Tyler's here.
Yeah, man, I mean, it's... What were you saying with Twitter? Like... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get off track. I just wanted to make sure...
No, we were the ones that got you off track because Tyler just popped up in here.
No, but yeah, it's just Twitter. Yeah, it's nuts. It's just for it to be handled.
Twitter is nuts.
Yeah, no, Twitter on average, but we're talking about how who handles the Twitter for a major organization, and that we're thinking that it's definitely going to be an intern, but it probably goes to somebody like the final say so goes to somebody up top.
Yeah.
Which it's ridiculous. But it's just ridiculous. The whole concept of a brand of a multi. Because I think we got in this conversation. I think what was it? Mariah posted something, and like I don't even know what a brand is. Like, and that there's arguments with a lot of people if you look at like what the hell a brand is today. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know. Like what's a brand to you guys? That's all. I guess the best thing to ask.
What is a
To me,
brand?
it
A
seems
brand?
like that Twitter seems like a brand by a really odd person. Or different kind of person, anyway.
What? I didn't hear the first part of what you said.
You're kind of fading in around there, bro.
It's raining outside, I'm not surprised.
Oh.
So I was just saying that the kind of people that run like the Twitter account like Wendy's is like, I wonder who actually does that. Is it really a high up person?
No, it's
What
got to
people
be it's got to
what
be
people
interns.
don't realize
that-
is Tyler's a robot.
Yeah, we already knew that. And he's
Oh.
he's got an alien best friend that you slept with. Or you love. I don't know. I know it's. I don't want to get into the
Get
technicalities
into the
of it.
specifics.
Yeah.
I just got disconnected from the call for a
Yeah.
second.
I don't know. 'Cause, yeah, it's got to be the kids because they want to appear approachable. They want to get all the benefits of being, social, but without any of the actual connection or work of it.
But to be fair, I gotta say that out of using Facebook and Twitter, I gotta say Twitter is definitely better for not only business but actually hearing thoughts from individuals that you follow. Because Facebook has a paywall where it's like, if you want to reach your followers, pay us money.
Yeah, that got a little bit ridiculous. Like it didn't used to be that bad, I thought.
Yeah, no, and it's to the point where you can't even post, even on personal profiles, you can't even post a YouTube link without, Facebook being like, hey, that's competition. Why don't you just upload that video to our servers? Well, we're just going to hide this link from your followers or your friends, and that's ridiculous. So,
It's such a thin line. I mean, because then like we talk about like with branding, like I get the concept of brand has always been like a two-sided thing for me. You get brand like this esoteric weird thing that like we talk about, and then you have brand like the cattle brand, like you go, "Psst, this is mine," and that's like that's what I feel like that is. Like they're like, "Psst, that's my image, that's my video, boy."
I think that's why it's like, I definitely don't like the word brand in the sense of things that are, let's say, mom and pop shop, small business organizations. You know, I mean, because at one point I used to think they're. I mean, maybe call me naive, but
You're naive.
yeah, there we
Yeah,
go.
you're
Got him.
I was gonna say maybe there was at one point a more, what's the word? Less.
Oh God, hold on. Oh my God,
Uh-oh.
the stream just exploded because I frickin' accidentally loaded up a frickin' sorry. So
Oh, Jesus.
what were you saying?
Oh, that reminds me. I've been sitting here trying to load this game
Yeah,
forever.
I know, it won't load. It's such a good game.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing people play this on some channel a long time ago.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
just
oh,
it's
hey.
a browser-based game, and you just go around and kill titans. But for some reason,
It's just not loading.
yeah, they just God hates me. So you
Seems
were
like
saying
Google Chrome can't run that game.
mom and pop shops. You don't like brands.
Oh yeah. I mean, maybe at one point, when people went into a business, they weren't aiming to be like running an empire. They wanted to provide a service or a product to people and legitimately do good to, you know, benefit mankind in one way or another. And I'm not saying there isn't people who still do that, but now when you hear like the word brand, the first things that I'm thinking about are the big multi-billion-dollar industries that make a living paying their employees crap wages, don't give them benefits, and provide a relatively, well, it could be both ways, relatively affordable product to a very expensive product that definitely doesn't cost anywhere near the amount of money they charge, and where CEOs get absurd amounts of cash, you know. And you know, when I think of like let's say like us, for example, you know, I mean, a name is an identification for sure. It's an identity. And I guess you can look at it as a brand if you so chose to, but you know, because of how big business uses brands, you know, it always just feels like a more sinister way of identifying oneself. But I mean, that's like, I understand that like what I'm saying isn't the most like, it's probably not how most people think of it. It's just,
Well, I think I know
You
what you mean. It just sounds.
it's
very
like I
heavy.
worked with a lot
Chuck
of small
says,
mom and-
"Boo-hoo,
Uh-oh.
make funny videos." Sorry, I just had to throw that in there.
Chuck,
Well, that's
boo-hoo,
it.
Chuck,
Chuck, why don't you just come over?
yeah, come over. You didn't meet me and Rainey at the Whataburger, Chuck.
All right, Chuck asked for it. He wants a funny video.
All right.
Time to download all that bunny stuff.
Oh, I cannot wait for people to see that video.
Downloading it right now. Downloading the
Cool.
files. So yeah, so you're saying that, like, I don't know, like, the real question then becomes, like, yeah, it's like, they want to become an empire. They want, like, brand is like, you want to take all the good of something and like hide all the bad and like not taking response. Like, the question then becomes is, do you think the people that really believe in that brand, like the idea of a brand, do they really believe that, or are they just, is it just a con form, you know? Is it just a dupe?
Yeah. Well, you know, it's like earlier I was really impressed. I was watching this guy. He has his own. He runs his own brand of guitars. He actually has guitars made in a factory in Indonesia, and he makes really affordable yet good guitars. Ideally aimed for people who play metal. But what blew my mind was, I think once he flies out to Indonesia himself and self-inspects every single packed and shipped. He'll sit there, he'll go over guitar should, and then made sure they're packed safely and all that other good stuff. And I'm just thinking, wow, that's a guy who owns a business, who actually cares about his product enough to fly in often and check out 300 plus guitars every single day. And that's a hard job. So, not everybody's that sinister. I think it's just when you go into it, you got to ask yourself, what is it that you want? Do you want to rule the world? Or do you just want to help society around you? Maybe spread your out. And I'm not saying you shouldn't aim for higher goals. I'm just saying it's like, you know, with great power comes great responsibility.
Do you
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that what's his name was what's Facebook's guy's name?
Mark Zuckerberg?
No, that's not Facebook. What's Amazon?
Oh,
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, Bezos. Do you think
Yeah.
he was in a garage? Do you think he was in a garage in 1996 selling books, thinking he was going to be doing where he's at today? Like,
that's a good
like,
question.
do you think that it really was in his head, or do you think he was just going day to day, that? There's no, I mean, there's no way he could have known it was going to get his. Like, I'm sure he had an idea it was going to get big, but there's no way he would have known that it was going to be what it is. That it's the biggest corporation on.
Yeah. Well, let's be trying to avoid, because I mean, this is already a deep conversation, right? And I'm going to try to avoid politics because I'm that's what I do for a living, basically,
Yeah,
is
I gotcha.
talk politics. But it makes you wonder, because that's a really good question, CJ. And was it that he became that way naturally? You know, like filthy, bloody rich, and just started thinking about running an empire, or was it because of how lax the laws are on taxes and loopholes and all that for these billionaires? You
Yeah.
know,
Mm.
does that turn people greedy? You know what I mean? Like, is it the system, or is it the person within the system? Is it the Matrix or the glitch in the Matrix?
See, I'll go one deeper.
Let's say
I think
a little bit
I think with
of
him, we made him. Like we make our own demons. It's our desire. It's our want that made him. Like
But the free shipping, CJ.
that's what
for
I mean. Yeah,
$100 a
exactly.
year.
Like the reason. It's the reason. Like you want to know why China wins? Like China wins because they got 2 billion people through Confucianism, Taoism, and communism. They got 2 billion people to want to make stupid shit. Like and we're like all we do every day is like I want stupid shit. Stupid shit. Give me stupid. Oh my god. Bluetooth headphones that rub my asshole. I want them. I need them. Give them to me. And that's what China. They're like, okay.
It is sad because I mean we're all guilty of it to a certain
Oh, I'm-
part.
Look around me.
Yeah, because I was about to say like getting camera batteries.
Mhm.
You know, Canon wants you to pay for one battery for like $80,
Yep.
and it's like Jesus. You know, us starving artists out here, we can't. You know, when we see 2 batteries for $6 on Amazon with 5-star reviews because a lot of other people like us had to get those batteries, of course we're going to jump on that because we got to try to make a living somehow.
Yeah, but you're the one that showed me the cool converters, right? That you can convert other types of batteries to.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, a lot of that's also Chinese.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like, oh, they're like. I don't have that much trouble with any. I feel like a lot of it's anti. It's just anti-Chinese propaganda. Most of their stuff is it might be not the highest quality plastic casing, but metal's like a battery converter is just metal, you know.
Oh,
Just
yeah, the
rerunning a
stuff
circuit.
works. It's not as much about the product because the products work fine. It's more of the idea that, and I could be wrong, but it's like, I mean, obviously it's how China treats their workers and how they get paid and the conditions that they
Yeah.
work. But then I start wondering,
Exactly. Yeah, I know where you're
isn't
going.
Canon getting the batteries probably from the same factory?
Yeah.
And they're marking it up
And
that
then-
much?
And then even if you want to get even more, you want to go even further down the rabbit hole. How much of that? How, do we really know? Have we been over there? Have we been in those factories? How do we know that they're not over there saying the same stuff about us? Like,
Yeah.
that like, oh, the Americans, they're all dying and everything's crappy over there. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
everybody
I think
talks.
there's propaganda on all sides, really.
Oh, yeah. I
I
mean,
don't think any country is
with
free.
the-
You
with
would
the
say
information-
that, Tyler.
Oh.
You would say that, Tyler. You
No,
communist.
I would, dude. You ain't supposed to know that.
What did you say?
He's like, you're not supposed to know that.
Comrade, you're not supposed to know. We are not
Yeah.
supposed to know.
What plot twist? All the dash cam videos we've seen from Russia are actually fake. They're
No.
deep fakes.
Oh.
They're generated from computers, just really bad
Oh.
drivers.
So as you were saying, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
Of what?
No, about
Oh,
I was
you.
gonna say that. I was just gonna say that China apparently plants 12 billion trees a year. So I mean, they ain't completely messed up, I guess, if that's what you all mean.
No, I don't think. I don't know. Like,
I mean,
I'm
there's
not-
a lot of
yeah.
bad press about them, but
Oh
that-
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
yeah. And I was surprised to hear that. I was like, China actually does that? I mean, I thought they were one of the worst. I think it's because when they realized that they were polluting the earth really badly,
And
that's when they started thinking, okay, we got.
I joke about it, but they're one of the few ones that are like actually thinking about and like actually talk about population control, which is something that most industrialized, civilized societies don't want to talk about, but is kind of like the elephant in the room. The
Yeah.
population in 100 years has gone from 1 billion to 8 billion. When
Well, they have rules, I think, where they can.
yeah,
all-
no,
like,
and they're the only country that has done that. But
Yeah.
and everybody's like, "Ooh, that's bad, that's terrible." But I mean, we're getting to be standing room only. Like,
I mean, there's a point where we're
we're gonna.
consuming more
Yep.
substance than the earth can provide.
Yep.
So
So I mean, I don't know anything about them. Like, to be honest, I couldn't really say anything without being over there. And I really want this game to work, but it won't. God.
well, I don't think they're completely like. I mean, there's some things about them that's wrong, but I don't think they're like 100% like in the wrong.
Let me see if I can just buy you a copy of this.
Of what?
Dildo Buttholes 7.
Oh, I already got that.
You got Dildo Buttholes 8. I did
That game where you had like.
I don't have 8, but I have 6 and 9. Oh, and 4, 2, and the.
No,
3,
you should have went with
1,
69.
0.
And you had me at 69.
I had CJ at 69, guys.
Hot.
Oof. Oof.
Oof.
Don't say oof, you damn millennials. Oof.
Big oof.
Big oof. I'll tell you really quick, just because I'm geeking out over this, and we're talking about how human civilization has been building up in good ways
Bless
and
you.
bad ways.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
listening.
What is it? So,
It's on sale right now, so I'm definitely buying it for you.
what is it?
You're gonna see.
Oh. Uh-oh.
As long as I have the money.
Well, don't spend money you don't have. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's
Um,
implementations.
if there's
good-
one thing that's the American way, it's spending money you don't have.
Amen.
That's what this country is built on: spending money you don't have and killing people that are browner than you and taking their stuff.
Too
Yeah.
soon, man.
I'm sorry.
Uh,
I'll name my stuff after them. I live in Seminole County. What can I say?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try buying two if it works.
So no, at E3 earlier this year, there was a trailer that released for the brand new Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Which took
Now-
forever to come out, by the way. Like, how long
Yes,
have we
it
been waiting
did.
for a new one?
Yeah, over 15 years, I think.
Yep.
And to those who are like, oh, another simulator game? No. This was actually a real simulator. This was like the original simulator that actually works like a simulator. Not like Bread Simulator or any of that other shit. It's a real tool that could train pilots. But anyway, it's not as much about
Hold that
flying,
thought.
that's-
Hold that thought. I gotta grab my card.
uh-oh. Jeez, I thought he would never leave. I mean, like, he just keeps talking about that dildo butt simulator. And I
Okay.
just get so,
So
uncomfortable.
it's more
Oh
about
shit!
training.
Hey,
You were saying?
Carl's back.
My name is Rainy.
Charles.
I'll fucking kill you.
Your name is
Rainy.
Rainy.
No, you're Rainy.
Oh, my name
My
is
name is
Rainy.
Cloudy. My name is Cloudy Jones, and your name is Rainy Skies. And we're about to make a
Ooh.
weather-based pornography.
Jesus
Bow,
Christ.
chicka, bow, 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 bow. Is it getting hot in here? No, but I have a cold front.
It's 100% chance of rain.
Oof. Okay. So
Oof. Don't say that, you damn balloon.
you leave me alone. I'm young now. I said oof. I'm
Yeah,
young
you're-
now.
You're really young. You're like
Yeah.
12.
Hot. Oh wait, no,
And
no,
also
no.
So illegal.
Whatever. The only place
We're getting.
for just men in an unjust society is jail. That would be a really great quote if I wasn't talking about pedophilia at that point.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so as you were saying, it's going to be a good training thing.
Oh yeah, well no, it's not as much about the game itself as much as how the game is being made. So the flight simulator is basically going to actually have the entire planet at your disposal to fly in, including every single airport that's in existence, which is 50,000 plus airports in the world. And the game, there's nothing modeled in the game. The game is procedurally made by Bing satellite data. And supposedly, you're able to hop yourself into a plane and fly to your house and see it.
Yeah, but it's going to be like a Google image. It's got to be a queued Google image of it or something. It's not going to be live data. Like, that's somebody's over talking that sale.
Well, there
All
is
right, go
live,
ahead.
there is live data, and that's going to be of
Weather?
actual date and time and weather.
Yeah.
And tree data. Apparently.
Oh, bullshit. Bullshit.
That's
Bullshit.
what right? Right?
What? So
Weird.
there's just drones going around like, checking on trees. What? How did they?
Well, when you got
Oh, what is?
like Amazon this drone, and you know, I don't know, man. I don't know, but
What was that? I don't know.
I don't know, man. I think they're watching us, but
So how are you proposing that they watch all these trees and beam that data? Like, I guess they could do like where they have that, since they're doing satellite data, they can just do like a daily like poll of like if an air, like just like a picture. There's no way it can be up. I'm sure they'll update it daily, but I'm just talking to be like you chop a tree down or it's gonna be gone in the game. Like there's no.
oh yeah, no, it wouldn't be that way.
Like I could
but,
see like a daily polling for it maybe.
yeah, I think that's more than likely, or maybe even weekly. Weekly would probably be more realistic, but the thing
Google's
is
already
like,
getting nuts though with the way you can have 3D buildings on average. Like soon they're gonna take satellite data and compare it with like IR, and we're gonna see body heat and see where people are. Like,
right?
continue with what you're saying. Sorry.
Oh no, I mean that's basically it. It's just the idea that a game is being built by nothing really being modeled just from the internet. And the idea is if you pick a flight plan, you can actually cache that entire flight so you don't have to have any buffering issues. There is an offline mode. It won't look as great, but it'll take like...
Oh, you already own
a-
this game.
Huh?
You already own this game.
Which one?
Keep talking and nobody explodes.
Yeah, I got that one. Of course I do. It should be installed.
So basically, what you're telling me is Microsoft's making Al Qaeda Trainer 2019. Is what I'm
God.
Too soon.
What? It's been 20 years! Dark Patch said it was okay! South Park said it was okay. I can do what I want. South Park. There I come. South Park said it. I can't be held responsible for my actions.
I guess if Trey Parker says it's okay.
Yeah. Trey does all the work.
Yeah.
That's what Simpsons said, anyways. And they really did. That was an episode. Like Lisa was like, I guess we can be, because Marge wanted to do a comic with her, and she's like, well, I guess we goes. We're like Matt Stone and Trey Parker, except Trey does everything. Trey does everything. Sure, freaking out.
Wasn't it South Park made fun of Family Guy?
Yeah, and
it was like Family Guy does humanities or something.
I don't even know. They got in like a war a long time ago.
Yeah.
But that was back in like the 2010s when television was. We weren't so inundated by every different type of, there's just too much entertainment now, so people are once again kind of. Like, at least back in the day, like television, besides stuff like Game of Thrones, like television, like certain channels would like kind of unite people to talk about like an interest. But now like everybody's got their own interests, and there's so many different media that like it's very.
Not everybody's just watching Friends anymore.
I never really watched Friends, but
I didn't either. But apparently, it's like
yeah, the serial, serial.
Show on Netflix.
The Office was pretty good.
I never watched The Office. I've always been interested.
You should. You'll like it. It's a good show. Like it's just very funny. Like certain characters. There's a StarCraft 2 reference in it on one episode.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was pretty
Oh
surprised.
Jesus, Tyler, they fucking updated Steam. What's going on?
Oh
Where's my
yeah,
list?
it's the new library,
Oh crap.
which I've had already for a month, so I'm already used to it.
I wish I would know like the restream bot or the restream chat doesn't work very well. Like it doesn't show me. It doesn't show me updated like who's watching from.
Yeah.
What? Like I'm not complaining about it. Maybe I'm just.
No, because like I have the same issues. There's times where I have to shut it down and reopen it just to be able to read the chat.
Maybe if I try, isn't there a way to look at it in the stream? Open in browser. Maybe that'll work better.
Yeah, you can look at it from the website. It just took me so long to update Steam just to try to see what all I got.
It says it's downloading. What is downloading? Like, what the hell? Is Roller Coaster Tycoon updating? What is happening?
What in the world are half these games that I have? I didn't even know I had half these.
So you're,
Yeah.
I don't know if it's my internet that's slowed down or what is the problem, but like when you talk, you sound drunk as hell because it's cueing your voice. It's like, I don't even know what half these games are.
I'm pretty sure it's our internet.
Yeah, it's raining outside, so.
Yeah, the weather's really crap. Because it just knew we had to stream today.
Oh, it's
Jerks.
fine. I don't give a crap. As long as we're having...
I do. I want to talk to my friends. I want to talk to the people who might potentially be out there listening to us.
There's nobody listening. It's just us. It's just us.
Oh.
Just us boys having a conversation.
Yeah, Jenny's not even. Jenny's on. I told Jenny to stay the hell off and go on. Get on. She's playing Witcher.
Oh, there you go.
She's like, I guess I'll stay off and play Witcher.
She'll be on later, I guarantee
I'll
it.
be on here later, guys. Are you guys still streaming? Can I watch? Uh-oh.
Look what you just did.
Speak of Satan. Satan.
Oh, man. Hang on 1 second, y'all. I'll be right back. Got to go take care of something.
Rose is going to hit him for being too loud. That's what happened. Gotta go take care of something. No! No! Shut up!
You just hear Travis yelling in the background.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
What happened? What is? Do I have BitTorrent open? Oh, I don't know what BitTorrent is. I mean,
Uh-oh.
if you're
Your
watching,
internet service provider is calling you now.
I use Tor browser and I'm on a VPN. They can suck my IP dick.
Yeah, Tor.
Yeah, I'll use Tor when I'm looking for torrents, even though I'm on a VPN, because I don't want them. They can eat a dick. They can eat a dick. Oh, I gotta be careful. We don't have any viewers. It's fine. If we were popular, I'd have to be more careful. We have one viewer on Twitch, and I'm assuming that's you, Rainey.
Yep.
I'm gonna kick your ass. We're so
Has anybody
popular.
ever played Deus Ex before?
Yes.
Like,
What,
I'm just now getting into the very first one from.
what the
uh,
old one from
2000.
2004?
Oh no, 2000.
Oh yeah, that's right. It came out. Yeah, it's a great game. The older ones before Bethesda, or who got a hold of it? Bethesda?